Welcome to Step 4 of the Clarity tutorial. In this segment, we'll show you how to set up additional users inside Clarity. Let's get started. Go to clarity-crm.com. Enter your login information and let's get to the home page. On the home page, select the Home tab on the left side of your screen. Under the Home tab, there is a Manage menu item at the top. Remember, only the admin level users will see this section. Expand the Manage tab by selecting it and then click on Users in the menu list. The Manage Users screen is where the primary user will add accounts for team members, establish permissions, and hierarchy. Click the Add User button at the top right and let's begin. Here you have a new pop-up window for input. To add a user, enter their name, email, position, role, and then click Send Welcome Email. This option will email the new user an invitation that includes a link and temporary password to log in. The usual fields are here and fairly self-explanatory. So let's take a step back and talk about a couple other features like roles, leads enabled, and lead sources. In the roles section, you will decide what kind of permissions a user will have. The user role is what most additional users will be classified as, and the user role is a basic permissions package. There are two other roles besides the user and the admin role, the power user and the manager role. They can see what the basic user profiles are doing for numbers through the reporting features, as well as see and redistribute leads as needed. The next selection box is the Leads Enabled section. In some instances, you may have leads coming in from a third-party source. Here, they can be turned on or off for this user. If you are outsourcing your leads and this is something that you are interested in learning more about, please contact support to find out how to get this set up. For the moment, we'll just leave this box unchecked. Moving on to the lead source list. If you have your third-party lead sources set up in Clarity for distribution, they will be listed in this box. If you want to delegate which sources are available to this user, you would make selections here. Assuming your input is complete, click Submit and then Close. Your Manage User screen should now have a new user listed. Let's touch on a few more options before we finish up. At the end of the Users line, there are three other options: Password, Manage, and Delete. Password. When your newly added user gets an invitation to log in and set up their profile, they will get an opportunity to set up their own password. But if they ever forget it or need it reset, you can select a password in this section and set up a new password for them. It can even be a temporary password as they can go back and change it later. Manage. Once you add a user, the administrator can go back and make additional changes to the profile as needed. The lower level users can also go into their own account and edit this on their end. The big difference in this window here is that it gives the ability to add an image for this user or even personalize the signature line. Clarity will naturally take the input from above to populate a signature line, but if the user wants to set up their own signature line, that can be copied and pasted or manually typed in here. To add an image, click on the Change button, click Upload, and search your PC for the image you need. Once you have it located, double-click and follow the prompts. Now if you are all set, click Submit and then Close. For the Delete symbol, you can delete the user if needed. You can add as many additional users as you have licenses for. One last note, here in the middle, you have the Status section. This is an important switch that an admin person should know about. When you have an account that is no longer needed, or perhaps a team member moved on, you can quickly disable the account here. In other words, clicking on this will freeze or deactivate the account. That's it for this section. Let's move on to Step 5 where we'll go over actions and milestones. This is one of the more important sections as you learn how to make Clarity work for you. As always, please feel free to contact support with additional questions, and thank you for building your network with Clarity.